Yeah, James, this will be a very exciting matchup from the Lakers to the Cardinals, who are in their first year in the United Collegiate Hockey Conference. Very exciting matchup for the first-year program to see what they have. And I want to move now on to my keys of the game. For the Lakers, they need to build off their last season when they won the SUNYAC title against arch-rival Plattsburgh State. My second key is they have 20 underclassmen on this roster, 4 freshmen, but the remaining 16 are sophomores. So I think they'll need to utilize the depth to be very successful this game. My last one for the Lakers, they need to apply offensive pressure early, as last season they scored a plethora of goals in the first and second periods. So that is what they will need to do to be successful. And now, as we move on to first-year program, the Cardinals of St. John Fisher. I think in your first year as a program, you need to take whatever chances are given to you. You need to work with those and assess what is successful and what is not. Also goes hand in hand with that. You need to find your rhythm early on, see what works, see what doesn't. And lastly, experiment with lineups. You need to see who works with who and who doesn't work with who. So those are my keys to the game for each team. And very good, 2 saves early on. The Lakers able to get past that blue line. St. John Fisher, in their first year, they, as I said in the pregame, they want to establish what they want on defense. They want to try to cut off the Lakers before they even try to get those chances. So I'm sure going past into this first period, coach will want them to work on that, but so far, goalie has stood the test. Baker with a wonderful shot and score there, able to get it past Marcus Ouellette in his first year, as with other players. Baker last year with 7 goals. 19 assists, add up to 26 points. Lakers already establishing what they want early on, establishing that offensive momentum. Yeah, the Cardinals not really able to turn defense into offense so far. And for the Lakers, their aggressive defense, that was such a big part of why they made that SUNYAC title run and beat arch-rival Plattsburgh State really in a triumphant 5-2 win. So the Lakers are already applying so much pressure on defense early, and they're hoping that carries into the rest of this game. Yeah, we can expect this to be a very chippy game on both sides as Oswego with over 110 penalties last season. And Fisher, though, they're already showing maybe sort of their undisciplined play with many hits early on. And as we just saw, a trip, which will lead to Oswego getting the puck, hopefully an advantage now, as Oswego does have that advantage on the ice. As we wind down, again, 8 minutes to go in this first period, Lakers really dominating, giving you a stat check. Lakers 10 shots on goal so far out of 15 total shots. No power play goals yet, however, each team with 1 power play. So we'll see who's able to capitalize. Lakers able to turn defense into offense there. You saw those 2 amazing saves by Milberg. And then the Lakers back end standing tall. And then off a deflection back in their end, the Lakers score. Offensive momentum early by them. And that's what the Lakers are going to need to do all season, show that really synchronized team defense if they want to make another run at the SUNYAC Championship. Yeah, super impressive showing there, James, by the Cardinals. Just as we said, the Lakers need to keep a synchronized team defensive showing. One just gets past the back end, goes past the leg of Milberg, and now if you're the Cardinals, tides have shifted maybe in your favor and your momentum as they put one on the board for the first in program history. Yeah, such a synchronized team showing. We saw that team chemistry exactly on display. Those back and forth passes. Finally to Ryan, and he's able to connect with the leather for the Lakers' 4th goal of the game. That's 4-1 Lakers. Now the Lakers with 4 different goal scorers as they go up 6-1. It seems they're just cycling through offensive engines. So they're relying on everybody, as I said in the first period, just a really good all-around team effort, James. Such a good stop by Ouellette really in the whole back end to create a team effort. And the last goal scorer, Miller, just last season in his freshman year, 1 goal, but now showing why he's worth it in his sophomore year, becoming more part of the offense. Yeah, chaos on both ends there for so long. No team able to get a clear edge or get a conversion with many chances, but then the Lakers finally learn to capitalize for the 7th goal of the game, and that's another separate goal scorer for them. And for McQuaid, that was his 2nd goal of the game. Now 3 goal scorers for the Lakers. You have Baker, 2 goal scorers for the Lakers. Sorry, you have Baker who has 2. Miller also has 2, and then McQuaid. So the Lakers will leave that trio of beneficiaries really playing so good for them. A plethora of shots that goalie Sebastian Woods has already had to face in his senior year, but saving all 8 of them now. And if you're head coach Rita Lestwing, you're definitely pleased with the change you made coming into this period, James. It's been an absolutely stellar outing from Sebastian Woods, the backup goalie. As I said, when that goal was scored by the Cardinals, I think the tides really shifted in their favor ever since Woods came in, and now you can hold your head up high at least going into the tunnel and then coming back out knowing you scored that second goal in Woods with 13 saves already. Yeah, I think McCarthy also, just as Woods did, he had a really good outing. Just one goal allowed, but still, I think he felt those shots left and right, maybe those chances at least, but he was able to stop them. So yeah, now we will see the freshman Manzi. And I had a chance to interview Ed Gosek not too long ago, and he cited Manzi as he fits in really well within this young Lakers squad. I think they take their foot off the pedal a little bit. I mean, last year they piled 10 goals on Canton, so who knows? I mean, they're up 7-2 right now. Maybe they put 1 or 2 more on, but in my opinion, they should at least take their foot off the brake. And as you asked before and I answered, focus on defense more in this third period. Maybe because it's 7-2. I mean, get your backup goalie and that freshman goalie, give him experience. So, I mean, you don't need so much more of the offensive onslaught. You can't deny that the Cardinals are still hustling, even down 7-2. They're still playing with tenacity on defense. And Sebastian Woods, a few minutes ago, we saw him make a very crucial stop. So he's still hustling. He still knows what this game means for the program. It's a party in the crease, but Sebastian Woods shuts it down, able to get it with his glove, and now we see a face-off, putting on a very good showing. After what seemed like a couple hours of ongoing action, we finally get a result, and that's in the form of an Oswego goal, their 8th of the game. I'd say the offense and defense, even up 8-3, is still looking more synchronized than ever. Just a complete domination from the Lakers in all fronts in their season opener at the Deb, cycling through 3 goalies, all 3 really not missing a step. And while I did notice that the Cardinals gained some offensive urgency at the end, it was too little too late. And if you're Coach Lesswing, you want to at least carry that into the next game, so you have something to look forward to even with that scrappy play at the end.